Toastmasters program offers. Her journey in club support and club building began soon after becoming a Toastmaster, as she was invited to introduce a session speaker at a November district conference and then participated in a new club launching meeting in the following January. She was moving from the very beginning. After serving in club and district leadership roles, Pamela ran a successful campaign for the office of International Director and was elected to serve as the International Director on the Toastmasters Board of Directors in 2009-2011. She was also awarded the prestigious Toastmasters Presidential Citation at the Toastmasters 2014 Annual Hall of Fame event in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, recognizing her for her outstanding work in building new clubs. And she still continues that till today. In 2021 and 2022, Pamela was appointed to serve as regional advisor, serving districts in Region 2. We asked her to create and present this leadership executive development session to share her insights on the Toastmasters leadership opportunities and opportunities to learn and grow beyond your club. Presenting the places you will go. Please join with us in welcoming past International Director, Distinguished Toastmaster, Pamela McCown, to expound on understanding the opportunities that await those who are willing to discover and explore the leadership path. Pamela, the stage is yours.
All right. Yes. Unmute yourself, Pamela. Good morning, everyone. It's so good to be back in District 100. My friend Sharla and I are in clubs together here in District 56. I'm from Houston, Texas, and have lived here pretty much all my life, starting in 3rd grade, so you can count that as all your life, I think. Today we will talk about the places you will go in Toastmasters. And when I think about the places you will go in Toastmasters, I think about the first female president of Toastmasters International, Helen Blanchard, who said, "If you can get out of Toastmasters all you can get out of Toastmasters, you will never get out of Toastmasters." And that has certainly been true for me. I joined in 2001. I'm still here, and I'm still serving in multiple capacities around the world, and certainly in my home district, my home clubs. And I want to encourage you to go outside your club. If you've never been there, it's a great place to be. If you put in the chat whether or not you've served in an office outside the club, just answer yes if you have, and then we'll see who we've got in the audience. I see a lot of yeses, not too many no's, but we'll cover everybody's experience in this presentation. I just kind of like to know who's in the audience. So I love it that a lot of you have stepped outside of your club and that you know there is something outside of your club in Toastmasters. We're in 143 countries around the world, and it truly is an international organization. Today we'll talk about how do you fit, or how do I fit, if you're asking the question of yourself, how do I fit, leadership development, and then the bigger picture. And we'll walk through the different things beyond the club, maybe talk about some transferable skills that you're building as you come outside of your club, and you'll have an opportunity to interact and participate in the chat, and I'll ask you to come off mute and talk to us. What do you think of when you think of Toastmasters executive leadership? Anybody want to come off mic, off mute, and talk to us? What do you think of when you think of Toastmasters executive leadership?
The board of directors.
That's great. Anybody else? Is there any
International
others?
president.
What?
International president
International president?
and
I'm
team.
not team. All right. What else?
Role models.
Does the club have an executive?
Oh, the clubs do, of
Club
course.
officer, yes.
Do the districts have executive?
Yes.
All right. So now what do you think of when you think of Toastmasters executive leadership?
Us.
It starts in the club.
Excellence.
With your Toastmasters promise, the points on the Toastmasters promise say, one of them says, I will serve as a club officer when called upon to do so. When you serve as a club officer, you're on the executive committee of your club. You're an executive leader in your club. Do you need to act like an executive when you're in an executive position?
Yes.
Okay, somebody's out there. All right, great. So remember that at all levels of club, area, division, district, region, international, you're part of an executive team. You need to look the part, act the part, talk and walk the part. Because people are looking up to you as a leader. You're an executive now. I'm not able to see a lot of people, but Lena, if you'll start us out, could you start us out by reading the Toastmasters International Mission Statement?
We empower individuals to become more effective communicators and leaders.
All right, more effective communicators and leaders. Now we go to the district mission statement. Who wants to read that? Just come off mute and start talking.
Pamela, this is Annetta. We build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence.
Oh, wow. You should be a radio voiceover person. Great job, Annetta. And next we come to the club mission statement. This one's a little longer. And I know Vicky's out there somewhere. Vicky Kinsman, are you able to come off mute and read us the club mission statement?
Sure. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth.
I think Vicky believes it. Don't you?
Yes, I do.
I
All the
was
way.
convinced. I am convinced that you believe it, Vicky. You're all in. Thank you. Now, this is something that a lot of people kind of forget about, is our core values. And I love the core values coin. I award it a lot of times kind of like a challenge coin. If you've ever known anybody in the military, the generals and higher ups, commissioned officers are always giving out these challenge coins to people that have gone above and beyond and shown their integrity in their jobs in the military. But in Toastmasters, we have this core values coin that you can order online and give out to people when you want to recognize them. I usually have some of those in my pocket. But let's talk about integrity. Now, integrity is matching our actions with our words, demonstrating honesty and trustworthiness, communicating with sincerity and thoughtfulness, having the courage to acknowledge our mistakes, and always strive to do the right thing. Always strive to do the right thing. That's integrity. Respect. We treat all with dignity, welcome diverse perspectives, acknowledge all contributions, believe that all have positive intent, practice mutual accountability, and critique, but never demean. Service. We strive to provide high value, exceptional support by being responsive, attentive, and passionate in fulfilling our duties as individuals and as an organization to all. You hear this word a lot, all. Excellence. We consistently strive to meet or exceed expectations by upholding the Toastmasters promise, nurturing a collaborative environment, innovating to deliver creative solutions, and optimizing quality to produce superior service. So these 4 words represent a lot in Toastmasters, and we need to follow these core values, live these core values. And I'm sure that you already live these in your life outside of Toastmasters. We just need to remember that inside of Toastmasters, these are our guiding principles, our pillars for the values that we want to exhibit in Toastmasters. Can anyone tell me why integrity needs to go first here? What is your thought? There's no right or wrong answer here. It's just your impression. Why is integrity at the top?
Hi Pam, this is Terrence. I believe that integrity starts first because it starts with you. Integrity starts with you, so everything begins and starts with you. So that's why I feel like it was first.
All right. So someone else put 100% important above all.
This is Marjorie. Without integrity, all of the others fall short.
All right. So you get the idea why we don't put it in a word that says rise. It's because integrity comes first. And that's what I want to impress upon you today, is that integrity is at the top, because just what you said, everything else follows that. If you're not operating in integrity, then the rest falls short. Now let's ask ourselves the question, how do I fit? Certainly members are the heart and the foundation of the organization. And you can see in your chart of service to the members that the member is at the top and everyone else in Toastmasters is supporting the member. And you'll see that chart of service being dropped in the chat. So if you want to open that up so that you can see it a little bit better, or even keep it at hand, print it out and put it at your workstation, at your desk, somewhere where you're going to always see it, so that you'll be reminded as an executive, a club executive, area, division, district executive, that you are serving the member. You are serving the member. You are not the boss of anybody, and you are serving the needs and the excellence of the member. So making sure that the member gets what they came for and moves through the program of Toastmasters so that they can get out of Toastmasters all they can get out of Toastmasters, and they'll never get out of Toastmasters. If we had 100% satisfaction rate, we wouldn't have low member clubs. We wouldn't have a problem meeting our membership goals in our clubs, areas, divisions, districts, and we would operate at a maximum rather than a minimum. I'm a maximizer. I want to go above the minimum. I want to level up from whatever the minimum is. So if the minimum is 5 goals on the Distinguished Club program, I want to be Smedley Distinguished. I want all 10 of the goals. I want to make sure that I'm contributing my part to getting those goals achieved. What can I do? What can you do as a member to assist your club in achieving goals? Anybody want to take that one on? Remembering that you're an executive, what can you do to contribute to that overall goal for your club, your area?
Set the example.
Oh, lead by example. That's a good one. What else can you do? So what does that mean? Let's dive a little deeper into lead by example. What is that? How does that look? What does that look like?
Complete an educational level.
Yay! Hallelujah.
Bring in guests.
Yes.
And work with vice president membership to convert the guests to members. Attend training.
Oh my goodness, you're full of them. That's great. You've hit on all the ones that come to my mind right off the top of my head. So yeah, as an executive and even as a member, you want to do your part. You want to prepare all your speeches according to the Toastmasters education program. That's a part of the Toastmasters promise, by the way. You want to show up. You want to help others achieve and set goals and hold people accountable to their goals. So as a club officer in the club executive committee, you see that word executive in there, then you are supporting the member and your club and all of those moments of truth where it's the meeting operation of the meeting planning, greeting guests, recognizing members, all those things that are the evaluation points on the moments of truth. And you want to make sure that you go through those moments of truth with your members so that they understand what they're being evaluated on. What are the points on that moments of truth that the club is being evaluating on? Then we go to the area, and the area has an area council. How many of you have ever been to an area council meeting as a club executive? Anybody want to put that in the chat? A yes or a no? Yes. I see someone's hands raised. Go ahead. You just raised your hand. That's great. So you're just telling us you've been to an area council meeting. Now, the reason that the area council meeting is so important is that the clubs in the area get to know what's going on outside their club, and they can collaborate with one another on best practices for reaching their goals, and they can understand what is going on outside the club at the district level, whether it's new club being chartered or area contests or district events or club officer training, anything like that that the clubs need to know. The area council is going to give them an opportunity to understand that, to get some training on whatever it is they need training on, and help with new club charters. I was invited months after I joined to join a demo meeting for a new club in my division. And that set me on a trajectory of building new clubs. The Presidential Citation Award that I received was for helping to charter new clubs in my district and other districts. So anything that you do in Toastmasters has some transferable skills. At an area council, you're leading the leaders and the executives of those clubs. And you're making sure that their members get what they came for. You're supporting them in everything they're doing. And you might even be learning something in the process. Hopefully you are discovering your own talents and abilities and building on the strengths that you already have. Because your membership that you pay every 6 months is the same whether you're sitting in a club being the timer or you're going outside of the club for the level up of your education in Toastmasters and your learning and development. It doesn't cost you any more to go to the next level of your learning. It's the same $60 every 6 months. So why would you want to do the minimum by staying in your club? Level up. Go for the gusto. Get more out of Toastmasters. Get all you can get out of Toastmasters and that money that you're spending to be a member. Then we go to the divisions. Now the divisions also have a division council, and that's made up of the area directors so that they can report in and get best practices on how to better encourage, motivate, and manage the tasks that they have to manage as far as club visits and contests and all the things that they have to be doing. Now you'll notice that at the area and the division level, they are encouraged to have assistants, area and division directors, one for club growth and one for program quality. Why do you think that would be helpful to do that? Somebody put something in the chat. What's in the chat, Sharla?
Succession planning.
Ooh, that's a good one.
We cannot do it alone is another one.
Can't do it alone. Well, you can't do everything alone, and you learn delegation skills. You can even start that at the club level by having executive committee members have assistants for education, for PR, for even secretary, because sometimes the club officers can't be at every meeting, and if they had an assistant plugged in for the meetings where they're missing, then they're practicing good delegation skills. And maybe even succession planning, like you said, Lena, for someone to take on their role in the new year. Because if you don't ask, people can't accept the invitation. I will serve as a club officer when called upon to do so. You actually have to call upon them to do so. And wouldn't it be great if they'd already shadowed you and knew what they were going to be doing in the new year? In a perfect world, that's the way it works. And certainly that's the way it works in the area councils, because now they've got the club executives and somebody that they can look to be their successor for the new year. And the district director-elect wouldn't have to spend so much time trying to look for new area directors. This is all the master plan, people. If everything in this chart was working like it's supposed to, we wouldn't have any problem with club executive succession or area directors or division directors, because they would all be putting people on their team and preparing their successor for office. This is the way it's supposed to work. And this is the way it works when everybody's doing their part. So certainly when you take on a role, we want you to do your part. We want you to learn delegation skills. We want you to build those transferable skills so that you can be a better citizen of the world. You don't come to Toastmasters to become a better Toastmaster. You come to Toastmasters to build skills to set you up for success in the real world, in your life. This changes people's lives coming to Toastmasters. Take advantage of everything that you can do to build those skills to become the person you want to be in life. And having fun doing it in Toastmasters, because this is supposed to be an enjoyable activity in Toastmasters. We learn best in hours of enjoyment. It's a quote from our founder, Ralph Smedley. So now beyond the division, there's the district, and you can see that they're the district executive committee. So they're executives as well. And those executives include the division and area director in the district executive committee. And even those club executives are a part of the district council. So now you have all of these executives working for what? What are they working for?
The member.
Ah, yay! Ding, ding, ding. Good job. Yes, they're all there to support the member, to be the customer service agents, to keep members from leaving and keep them satisfied in their journey towards being better than they were yesterday. There's always something new to learn. There's always something new to do in Toastmasters. And you can do it more than once and continue to get better at it. The more you do, the more you learn. The more you learn, the better you are able to teach others and bring others along and give other people opportunities. When you're asked to do something because you've done it before and everybody knows you do it well, do you have to say yes every time that somebody asks you to do it? Do you have to say yes every time? No. Yeah, Gabby Nayuri says no. What can you do, though, to share the opportunity? What I do is I have a list of 3 other people that might be willing and that are capable of doing whatever it is somebody's asking me to do, because they're calling me because they know me. And that's what people don't understand in leadership sometimes is you're going to people that you know because nobody else is stepping up, right? Now, all the people that are not stepping up are waiting to be asked. Is there any way, Lena, for you to know everybody in your district?
No.
No. So wouldn't it be reasonable to expect that if people want to do something at the district level, that they would come to one of the district leaders?
Yep, absolutely.
And make it known that they want to do something? So you get what you want when you let people know what you want. So as a member, remember, district leaders don't know everybody. And maybe you're not getting that opportunity because you're not letting people know you want it. I was at a district conference one time as an international director in a Sunday leadership breakfast, and I talked about don't wait to be asked. Raise your hand when there's something you want to do. You know who to contact. All the contact information for the district leaders is on your website. You know them because they're on the website. They don't know you. You're not on the website. So you have to raise your hand and let them know. You see the same people getting the same jobs all the time. It's because they're there. They're at arm's length from that district leader. They're in their club. They've met them before. And they get to do it over and over again because you didn't step up. You didn't ask to do it. So it's not an elitism. It's just convenience for the district leader. And at the end of the talk, there was somebody sitting in the corner in the back crying. And I thought, what did I say? What did I do? I asked her, is it something I said that is making you cry? And she said, well, kind of. She said, because I thought there was something wrong with me, that nobody was ever asking me to do anything. And I really wanted to do all of this stuff, but nobody was asking me, and I thought there was something wrong with me. Don't wait to be asked. If you want to do something to stretch yourself, to learn a new skill, to even hone the skills you already have, let it be known. What is it you're interested in? If you're a great person for making flyers, get on the PR team. Do whatever it is you like to do and have some expertise in at the district. Contribute at the district level by coming outside of your club. You can even get the job inside your club and come outside the club and do it again. So you have to let people know what you want to get what you want. And sometimes you don't even know that you want it, but you want it. You know you do. So now we go to the region. There are region advisors that apply for the job and get selected for the job of overseeing the districts and working with the district leaders and training them at the international convention every year. And they work with districts on the district success factors and trying to help them lead and get things done at the district level to become a distinguished district, to become better leaders, to learn how to delegate and do all the things that maybe you were supposed to learn as you were coming up, from the club executive to the area to the division to the district. But at each level, you want to be getting other people involved and passing the baton and not trying to do it yourself. So learning how to delegate early is going to serve you well. And then we have the board of directors. These are elected. This international directors are elected, and your executive committee of the board is also elected. But they're all executives of Toastmasters that are on the board of directors. They've served in all the executive roles, especially at the district level, to get to eligibility for running for that board of directors and serving on that board of directors for a couple of years. And then the ones that are directors are eligible then to move into the senior executive positions of second vice president, first vice president, president-elect, and president. So you can go as far as you want to go in Toastmasters. The only thing that is not available to a Toastmasters member, unless you have some expertise and live in Denver, is to be on the world headquarters staff. Those are paid positions. Every one of us above the world headquarters staff in this hierarchy are not paid. Those are not paid positions, in case you didn't know. You don't get paid to do this. But the rewards are many because you get to meet so many more people. The further you come outside of the club, the more people there are, the more ideas there are. You can expand your learning and level up your learning at each level, because there's always something new to learn, always some more people to meet, and ideas expand your mind. When you work with people that are not from where you live, that don't speak like you speak, don't think like you think, then you're expanding your mind. You are widening your horizons. You are learning more about what is Toastmasters around the world. It's not the same everywhere. Yes, there's club meetings. Yes, there's areas, divisions, district leaders, but the club experience might be just a little bit different around the world. And once you come outside of the club, you begin to realize how great you have it in your club and what you could do to even level up in your club by taking best practices from the people you meet and the clubs that you're interacting with. So what does world headquarters have to do with anything? Well, they have everything to do with everything, because they're taking those member payments. They're returning $15 out of every $60 that a member pays back to the district where that member is. They're overseeing all of the convention activities, all of the district activities. There's a whole department there to serve the districts. There's a whole department there to serve the chartering of new clubs. There's departments for finance. There's all kinds of departments within world headquarters, but they're all focused on serving the member, serving the districts, and making sure that we all get what we want out of Toastmasters so that we'll never get out of Toastmasters. But they just happen to have a day job of working at world headquarters and getting paid to do it. And there's not that many people at world headquarters in relationship to the number of clubs, members, districts in the world. They get a lot done with a relatively small staff. So if you're one that complains about, oh, I didn't get an answer, just imagine that questions are coming in at a rate of thousands per hour. And they get to them as fast as they can, give them some grace, and wait for it, and you'll get what you need and what you want. But it's real easy to be critical that you didn't get an answer. But just think about how many requests they get in an hour in a normal work day from thousands of clubs across the world in different time zones and all of it, right? So that's how you fit. You can see where you are by, are you a member? Are you a club executive? Are you an area council member? Are you an area director, division director? Are you a district leader? If not, maybe you want to see that in your future. And how do you get things done in a future tense? What's the best way to get things done in a future tense?
Plan it out.
Plan! Oh, love it. All right, so once you plan, what do you do with it?
You work it.
You work it? Okay, does it have to ever go on your calendar?
Well, that's part of the plan. It's on
Yeah,
the
that's part of the plan. So my schedule it, somebody said schedule it. I love that one because that's my mantra. What gets scheduled gets done. If it never gets on my calendar, it's not a priority. So you have to make it a priority, schedule it, plan it, and I like to chunk it down one bite at a time in a succession that's going to get you to the level that you want to be. So if you want to level up, you have to put it on your calendar, plan it out, execute your plan in increments of activities along a timeline. So setting those SMART goals, specific, measurable, accountable, achievable, whatever, time bound, realistic, all that. So that's where you fit. And just know that you as a member, no matter if you're in any of these other offices, are being supported by all of these other offices and executives. But if you're on the club officer team, you're a club executive. And you're there to serve the members in your club. Now, leadership development. Wow. There's all kinds of opportunities at the club level and beyond the club level. And we've talked about being a club officer. But think about how you will intentionally develop future leaders. How can you intentionally develop future leaders inside your club? Anybody want to take that? I've already given you the answer. What is a way that you can intentionally develop future leaders inside the club?
Have them be your assistant to learn.
Yes, hallelujah. Somebody was listening. Thank you so much. So developing future leaders starts with asking them to do things. Asking the members in your club. What about outside the club? How can we could develop future leaders outside the club? Where does that start?
Through service.
Service. How about being a part of the area council? So if you're a club officer going to the area council, that's how you can be developed as a future leader and going beyond your club, right? How do you set goals to become a future leader inside your club? Ask, pay attention. All right. So inside the club, you want to let it be known that you want to be a club officer. You want to put your name in when they call for nominations. Or you want to put your name in to be an assistant to someone if you want to try it before you buy it. Right? So inside the club, there's a lot of opportunities to lead events, to lead an open house, to be part of the contest, putting on the contest, being a contestant, all of the things that clubs do. There's jobs that you can raise your hand and say, yes, I want to do that because I want to build that skill, because I want to become a better citizen of the world and be able to do that for money. Right? And then outside the club, beyond the club, how can you set your sights on that and put that on your calendar?
Start with being part of a committee, maybe.
Start with being part of a committee. That's a good option. So talking to your area director to see what's going on in the area and how can I help. Or maybe I want to be the next area director or division director or whatever it is you're eligible for by way of being a paid member in a paid club with a certain amount of expertise, right? So looking at that club leader manual and the district leader manual to see what the jobs are and see what your qualifications match with. It's just like going out to job search. You want to see what the job is before you apply for it, don't you? Sure. And you can shadow people and be their assistants. Asking for a mentor is a really good one. Thanks, Annetta. Shadow the current, shadowing. All right. So leadership development is up to whom? Who's it up to for you to develop as a leader?
Yourself.
Ah! Thank you so much. Very good. You have to do it. Set a goal and put it on your calendar. So you can be on the club executive committee. You can be on a district committee member outside the club, area, division, or even all the way to district. A district committee chair. So committee member, then committee chair. Maybe promote yourself to committee chair. Say, I want to do that. Or maybe say, I want to be the next area director. And after you've served as area director, or maybe even before you've served as area director, you could even be a division director. I never served as an area director. I saw a need at the division level. My division director did not show up for the division level speech contest. And so I thought, well, it'll be pretty easy to shine here. All you got to do is show up. So I think I can at least show up, and that would be one level up from what the last division director did, right? So when you see a need that needs to be filled, maybe you put yourself in that position so that you can do better than maybe the last person did. Club growth director, of course, program quality director, and district director. And all of these people have teams, so don't think you have to hold the job to learn stuff. You can shadow any one of these people and go out beyond your club to develop your own leadership style, to develop the skills that you're going to need to be the better citizen of the world that you want to become. So we're constantly becoming, discovering, and learning new things as we move through the leveling up from going in our club to going beyond our club. Because the college level collegiate level of learning is not inside your club. You learn a lot in your club. I'm not going to discount what you learn in your club. But then go out and share it with two people who share it with two people who share it with two people. And before you know it, there's going to be so many more people excited about being members of Toastmasters that they'll never get out of Toastmasters. And we'll have more robust clubs with more members. We'll have more people coming out to the contests. We'll have more people serving in district leadership without having to be dragged in or put in the same job for 2 years in a row, or 3 years in a row, or 4 years in a row. Right? So we'll see constantly a new group of people stepping up and learning something new, and learning how to delegate, and learning how to include other people and bring other people into these jobs and these opportunities to be of service and to build their own skills. Relying on the same people is robbing the new people of the opportunity. You're a thief. So if you've done the same job for 6 times, consider yourself a thief if you don't pass it on to somebody who could use the opportunity to grow. And then the bigger picture, empowering the club executives to intentionally develop future leaders, see themselves as a part of a leadership pipeline, and mentoring, mentoring is so important, mentoring the next generation of Toastmasters leaders. So now that you've sat through this session, do you have a better picture of how you fit in the map of service to the member? Do you have a better picture of the opportunities that you have to go beyond the club, and how to map that bigger picture? So does anybody want to say what they got from this session? What's the main thing that you'll take away and share with somebody in your circle of influence?
Marjorie will share.
Okay.
What I really appreciated hearing from you, how I think I heard from you. As a leader, we don't know everyone, so we may forget to ask someone. Therefore, for your own personal growth, don't wait to be asked. Let people know what you want to get. Let people know that you're ready to try.
Right. All right. So that's I think a really good takeaway from this is know that people are waiting to be asked. Don't wait to be asked yourselves, and encourage people to step forward if they have something they want to contribute, that all they have to do is ask. And as long as you can fog up the mirror, you're living, breathing, they're probably going to say yes to you. Right? So you just have to pass the mirror test to be accepted in most cases, because you're asking for something that you have some skill or ability to do, and everybody's going to need a little bit of what you have to offer. But all you have to do is step forward and make it known that that's what you want to do, and that you're willing to do it. But don't wait to be asked. Just go for the gusto. Go get it. Get her done. Yeah. All right. It is almost the top of the hour, and I will relinquish the balance of my time to our presiding officer. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Pam. Fantastic job. Thank you for sharing, everyone. Can we get a round of applause? So much wonderful information, so many, I'm not even calling them nuggets, but mountains. I hope there's something that has touched you that would allow you to step into leadership this upcoming year. So thank you, Pam. Wonderful job as always. Now with this, we have 5 extra minutes right now. So in case you need to take a bathroom break, get something to drink, we'll be right back in just a few moments with our session 2. And that's going to be recognition, recognition, recognition. This will be recognition for the member, for the club, for the area, for the district. Recognition, where's your place in it, and how can you help shine the spotlight on others? We'll be back right in a few minutes. Thank you. And thank you all for joining today. We appreciate it. This next upcoming session is going to be interactive. So I'm going to be asking you to share your screen. If you're part of a club, does your club recognize the members, recognize the club president, perhaps with the club president award? Do you have some pictures? What's on your Facebook page that shows your recognition? What's on your district page about you, about your club, about your members? If so, I'm going to be asking you to share your screen to show us. I'm going to be showing, so mine will not be PowerPoint based, but it will be talking about what we can do for recognition and going to the Toastmasters International website, seeing what does Toastmasters have that's branded that we can give our members and make them feel seen, appreciated, and valued. So take a break. We'll be right back. Thank you all for joining us today.
Was there a timing?
Friendly reminder, we'll be back in 2 minutes. It will be right at the top of the hour. And perfect time to ask your question, right? We'll be starting in 1 minute. We'll be starting in 1 minute. everyone. We're back. I hope everyone had a chance to go get something refreshing and get ready to start our second session. In the second session, we're going to talk about recognition. Recognition, recognition, recognition. So thank you for spotlighting me, but you don't have to, because this time this is going to be interactive. We would like to see if you can, if you could put your cameras online, because the first step in recognition is about seeing. We're going to see and we're going to speak. That's the wonderful thing about Toastmasters. Have an opportunity where our voices can be heard. And we're going to put some things in the chat so you can take away. We would like to find out from everyone here, what club are you representing today? Please put your name in the chat, what club you're representing. And I have a question. Well, we'll ask that later. Put your name in the chat and the club you're representing. Part of recognition is saying, I'm with this club. I'm with District 100 and our Toastmasters club is. I'm visiting from another district and our club is. I love seeing things in the chat. Thank you all for joining us today. And I know Terrence. Thank you, Terrence, all the way from District 56 in Texas. KW Metropolitan. Lena, District 100, Caltech. All right, Caltech Toastmasters. And every names are just flooding through now. Wow. Okay, and we have Stephanie. Stephanie, and you're with Everything is Moving. Living Spaces Toastmasters. Wow. Now that sounds so interesting. Okay, and Michael, we see that you're from Fullerton, District 100 Toastmasters at Fullerton Free. Awesome. Thank you for joining us today. With recognition, you're a member of a club. And you, as you've heard from Pamela's space, you are the most valuable asset that Toastmasters has. Its members. How are we recognizing our members? If you would like to come off chat and say, come off mute and say, what is something that you do or your club does to recognize its members?
This is Marjorie. I'll speak up.
Hi, Marjorie.
I check my member roster for when they joined the club, when they joined Toastmasters. And when it's an anniversary month, I announce that. This is Sally's 5th anniversary with the club, 7th anniversary with Toastmasters original joining. So I announce their anniversaries.
That's so wonderful. That's something that I'm sure they'll appreciate. Do we have any in-person clubs? Do we have anyone from an in-person club that would like to come off mute and say, oh, I see our hands. I saw Mary first, and then I see Nari. So Mary, please share the Nari. And you're on mute, Mary?
I'm trying. You have to be just exactly right. I belong to 3 in-person clubs. And the problem with an in-person club when we started with COVID is we could not meet in person. And the people on Zoom kept saying, Mary, when can we get back to the facility where we used to be? Not yet, Nick. The next meeting we would be on Zoom. Nick would say, Mary, when are we going to be able to get to the facility where we used to be? And as soon as we could, we went back to in person, and everybody is so happy about being in person. Zoom is wonderful for people who are in clubs in California and they moved back to Florida. But in person is so wonderful.
And what do you do to celebrate your members in person?
Oh, we get to hug each other. And we get to see the dog, and we get to wear, well, we don't see their pajama bottoms, but we know they have legs.
Okay, thank you so much, Mary, for sharing. And is it Nari?
Nary.
Mary, thank you. Please let us know, what do you do for your in-person club to recognize your members?
Well, I am VP of PR this year, and for our anniversary party, which was just last 2 weeks ago, I think, we celebrated at a pizza place, and I brought pizza-shaped cookies, and I brought little flowers in a little tomato can, and I dressed up in like a Italian garb, like flag, and one of the things they said when I attended the training was that they do some clubs do cake to celebrate when somebody completes a level, and that's something that I would really like to implement in our club this year so that people get recognized and that we just celebrate level completions.
That's fantastic. So great with that. I think that's lovely. Wonderful. And I do see in the chat they have member level pathways completions, bringing treat for the members. Food is always something great too. And when we think about recognition, there's so many ways we can recognize people. When we think about the way that people learn, can we also apply that to how people would like to be recognized? Some people like to be told, thank you so much, you're so valuable. Some people like their name called. Some people like to see their name in writing. Some people like pictures. Oh my goodness, the people that love pictures. Wow. I want to take a picture with this person. I want to take a picture with that person. Let's post it up there. What are we doing to engage our members to ensure that they feel appreciated, valued, and seen, so that they will renew, they'll continue to stay in Toastmasters? Because again, our most valuable resource in Toastmasters are our members. You're sitting next to some of the most brilliant, wonderful, extraordinary people that can possibly help you get to your next, right next to you right now. So how do we keep them in Toastmasters? Let's talk about what's some unique ways that you recognize your members. Then we're going to move from members to clubs, from clubs to areas, areas to division. So I hope we have some division directors or area directors on this call. Marjorie, I see you have your hand up.
A unique way I recognize members. As a club president and club vice president education, I notice one of our members is very active, always at meetings, always prepared for speeches. She is our club sergeant at arms. And I said, why don't you be our club's presiding officer for the next 2 or 3 meetings in place of me? I don't need presiding officer experience. I've done it. And she agreed and she appreciated. I did give her a cheat sheet, a guideline. And before the meeting, a couple of days before the meeting, I emailed her with the names of the members who are having a Toastmaster anniversary. I emailed her the certificate of level completion for one of our members who just completed. So I gave her the background necessary. So she just had to follow a simple script, and she had the tools that I provided her, and she was a presiding officer for 3, 4 meetings in a row to get the experience.
That's awesome. So there you help set her up for success by giving her what she needs to be successful, talking to her ahead of time to ensure not only am I going to ask you to step up, I'm going to appreciate and recognize you with this spotlight, and I'm going to prepare you to have a successful experience by giving you what you need to be successful. Then wow, experience. And now, do you think she feels a little bit more comfortable about getting up and stepping up and doing a role? I think so, and especially the role as Toastmasters. Fantastic. So I'm going to share with you all.
Step up to another officer position from Sergeant at Arms.
Wonderful. That's fantastic. Awesome. So what I'm going to show you and share with you all too, I'm going to ask if we do have someone that can go to the Toastmasters International homepage homepage. Get ready. And so, Lena, do you think you possibly could go to our Toastmasters International homepage? I'm going to ask you to share that homepage and go to shop. I'm going to ask you to share in just a few moments. But before then, I'm going to show you all some things that I've received. Here's some things that I've seen and I've received at clubs that are recognizing members. Now, if you're doing these things, put that in the chat. Hey, Sharla, we're doing this. And we also do. We all know about the wonderful items known as Toastmasters ribbons, don't we? Best speaker, best evaluator, best table topics. How many people here at their clubs give out best speaker, best evaluator, best table topic ribbons? Can we see some hands go up if you do that? I see that thumbs up, Malcolm. Awesome. I see some hands waving. Now, I didn't see a whole bunch of other hands. So do you all know where these things are, how to get them, and the fact that they're very economical and they can be given to Toastmasters. So with that, we're going to show you where that is on our Toastmasters International homepage in just a moment. That's one thing that's just fantastic to do. Here's some other things. I have some things sitting over here. For those clubs that go a little bit over and beyond, what about for your best evaluator? What if you got a cup that had your club name on it? Wow, one of our advanced clubs has cups. The president decided, I like ribbons, but we're going to do something a little bit special. And not only does it say the name of the club, but on this side, it shows what you got the award for. This particular award shows Best Evaluator. Wow, I feel a little proud on this one. Yay, that's a great accomplishment. And every time I take a sip, I'm reminded I can do it. Wow, look what was given to me. That was just one thing that a club did, because the club president said, I want to do something a little bit different. Then we have other clubs that say, I like those medals on the Toastmasters International side. I love giving out branded items. So not only do they say, yeah, we can do ribbons, but we're going to step it up a notch. Instead of just having the medals go for contests, I'm going to give out the medals, the bronze, the gold, the silver for best speaker. Will get the gold. Best evaluator will get the silver. Best table topics will get the bronze. Wow. Have you all seen the Toastmasters International medals that you can give at contests or special events at your clubs? Anybody seen those? No? All right. Well, we're going to get ready to go show this screen. Lena, is your screen ready to show Toastmasters International website?
Yes, Sharla.
Wonderful. If you could please share your screen.
Yep.
And this is what I love. Everything that we need is also available at Toastmasters International. And if we click shop, and you all have access to this page, I hope you're going there. When you click shop, it's divided into different sections. And talk about recognition. Recognition is here. And if we click on for your club, and when we scroll down, we're going to see, wow, look at this. They're the ribbons. If you have not seen Toastmasters ribbons before for best speaker, best evaluator, best table topics, and guess what else? Best icebreaker. Don't all your members have to do some form of icebreaker the first time they speak? Isn't that nice? Regardless if they win best speaker or not, to be able to give them a ribbon to say, thank you for stepping up and doing your icebreaker. Here's an icebreaker ribbon. Isn't that nice and thoughtful? Do you all give out icebreaker ribbons to your speakers? I see some hands, Mom. Yay! Fantastic. And just so you know, there are people that may not have ever received anything before. So those ribbons hold a lot of value to them. I have several people, when you would pass by or go to a corporate club and attend a corporate event, you see the ribbons that are in their cubicles, the ribbons are in their office, and it's like they're proud of those. But not only do you have ribbons, there's other things that you can have too. Can we scroll down and let's look at the different things we can do for recognition to spotlight our members? For the vice presidents of education, and actually almost any other officer there, you know there are pins that will be received. Some district buy pins for their members. Some clubs may have to buy them. But isn't it nice that your members are participating in pathways and getting levels done? Wow. If they get 3 levels, and if your district does not supply them with a triple crown pin, do you think you might be able to do that as a club? As a club? For club officers, you can decide. Look at that beautiful triple crown pin. That's lovely. That's a beautiful pin. You see the pin there? And here's the pin here. It's huge, it's big, and it's lovely. That's something that you can do to present to your members at the end of the year. Thank you so much for helping us get our distinguished club, getting our select distinguished club status, our president's distinguished club status, our Smedley distinguished club status. Our members help make that happen. How are we recognizing our members? There are some plaques here and they're blank. They have the Toastmasters logo. And if you have something special, you can always present that to your club members at a special event. Can we scroll down a little bit more and click View All? There are actually trophies out there. When you're having your club contest, when you want to recognize those members that have stepped up to say, I want to speak, I want to represent our club in the area contest, if possible, you can give your winners first, second, and third place trophies. Wow. There's trophies and there's also medallions. Let's scroll down some more. Okay, before we get to the medallions, we're going to talk about certificates. There are certificates that you can also give people. Best speaker, best evaluator, best table topics. There are the digital forms, and there's also the physical forms that you can get and just print the name out or handwrite the name nicely to give to your members. There are so many ways you can acknowledge your members. You can say, hi, I would like to recognize this member during our meeting, but you can also say and give so that they have something they can frame, put up behind their wall, or something that they can stick on a wall with a sticker. Let's scroll down a little bit more. And we want to look for the Toastmasters medals, because that's always fun to do and fun to give. Oh, one moment. Let's go up for just 1 second. If you're a club officer, and you're a club officer, and we can stay right down where you show the backpack. We're going to go down one more. When you're having a special event to recognize your members, so someone doesn't necessarily have to finish a level. What if they're just a great member that's attending every meeting? Maybe you can give out and recognize members that never miss a meeting. Isn't that wonderful? What could you give them? The choice is yours. But look at how you can also choose to give someone that pack. When we see that cinch pack, I have one. It is so great. It is nice. And let's see if the light hits it. It's branded. And you can throw some items in it too. It's inexpensive, but does it mean a lot to someone that's getting it? Yes, it does. Here are ways that you could recognize your member with Toastmasters branded items, and you can recognize them for doing special things. And when they know that you're going to give them something, some members become a little competitive. That means that, what? I could have got one too. I'm going to start coming to every meeting. Oh, what? I didn't know you were doing this. I'm going to attend. I'm going to speak up. I'm going to step up. I like that pen. I'm going to do a few more pathways levels too. So what are some wonderful things that you all do that are unique, that you all do to give to your members? What are some things that you give to your members? You want to put those in the chat? And if someone has a unique way, you can come off mute and say that.
I give chocolate.
I love chocolate. Chocolate isn't branded Toastmasters, but it'll win every time. My favorite flavor, I'm a bit biased. I think it's the best flavor in the world, and I will go places for chocolate. Isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely that you can recognize members also with the bag of sweets? So here's a bag, here's some sweets. Inexpensive, but it's something that recognizes your members. You know, there's a bag, there's a chocolate called the Millionaire Bar. Thanks a million. Isn't that nice? You could just give that to them. that's inexpensive, but it means a lot. The words have value. Okay. Thank you so much, Lena. Can we scroll down some more too? Because I want people to, we're going to look and see if the medals are there. Or actually, I can go to the side and we can find them. Oh, look at that shooting star trophy. Isn't that nice? Does everyone know about these wonderful things? And then there's a member price and there's a non-member price, but member price, and then look at the icebreaker ribbons. All these things are here at Toastmasters International. Okay, there are the wonderful ribbons, and they're just like 60 cents a ribbon. Wow. If you're only meeting twice a month, I think the club could possibly afford this, right? Okay, let's scroll down a little bit more. Okay, and then there are some more trophies. Oh, and there's one thing I definitely want to show right there, the Club President Award. Okay, now I need to know, and I may need you to come on camera if you do this. Whose club gives their club president, acknowledges them and shows recognition for 1 full year of service? Toastmasters International only does it for the club president because that's the person that should be leading the ship, stepping up when other officers need to take a break, have something happening. That president, the one that could be calling all the meetings to order, that person that is helping, guiding, ensuring that everyone is working together, no one is overworked, but the club president gets their club president award. What wonderful, outstanding club is giving their club president the Club President's Award? Who is doing that? We want to hear from you. I see Pamela's hand. Who else? What other club is doing this? Now, I can't see everyone right now. So please tell me, is there anyone else whose hand? Who's giving their club the Club President Award? Okay. All right. Well, then let me ask this. Okay. And I can only take the first person. Whose club president is doing such an amazing job? If they could, they would talk to their club officers about getting their club president this award. And let's see. Let's look at whose hand is first. And I need you to raise your hand because I could see it in Zoom. Anyone's club president is doing a remarkable job? Okay. Is there any one of you that are running? Okay. All right, Malcolm. Malcolm, please come off mute. Tell us about your incredible club president.
So here's the thing about our club president. She's a busy bee and she's a multitasker. And she serves in various clubs. However, I do not feel to spotlight the club president. Why? Because as a club, we're a family. So it's all for one and one for all. And personally, I feel spotlighting the president, which is kind of the leader of the club, that takes away from that teamwork and that family feeling.
Okay, so I have a question for you. What do you do on Mother's Day?
On Mother's Day?
No, yeah. What do you do on Mother's Day? This is a hypothetical question. I'm just
on Mother's Day and every day we need to spotlight mom. I'm from the Caribbean, so you do not want to get in trouble.
Exactly. So what I would ask you is to possibly consider, even though it's a family unit, and that's wonderful, it's just that sometimes it's also nice to really help whoever the person is. And the reason why we say the club president here is because the club president is the person that can go and vote on our district officers. Yeah. The club president is the person that's going to be coming to that area council to vote for district officers. We'll vote for the international officers. The club president is typically the one, if all other members do not attend or don't do something, the club president is technically supposed to step up and help all the other officers. So that's why this person is club president is spotlighted. But I do think you should celebrate all officers all the time. And again, celebrate all of our members, those that may achieve goals, those that don't. So thank you for stepping up with that. Now, okay, this is something that's passed, but if there was someone that was going to put their hand up and say, our club president is doing a phenomenal job, it's like, okay, I'm going to support your club. I'm going to get this, and you all can have it engraved. You can send it to your club president so they would be surprised with it. So this is something that I would like you all to think about. If your club president is doing a wonderful job, acknowledge that person, because someone else will need to step up the following year to be a club president. Okay. Now, besides the club president award, let's go down and let's look at those. Here are the medals. So let's go up one more time. And then there's the beautiful certificates. So here we have medals. There are some clubs that give our speakers and those that do speech, those that do evaluations, those that do table topics, the best of, instead of giving ribbons, they give medals. Talk about, can people get competitive over these? And people like, I want to speak, because they're really nice Toastmasters medals. They're just $5 each, but this is something that you can give because, again, there are some people that have never had a gold medal. Here's your opportunity, and you don't have to be in the Olympics to get this. So just letting you know where they are and if you would like to do that. Okay. And if you don't want those type of medals, there was another club, and I'm going to show you their pictures when we start talking about Facebook, that their members gave a speech-a-thon. Wow. Guess what they gave to every person that participated? A medal. Yay. They gave everyone a medal and a little trophy. These didn't cost much, but it was something to give to the members. Okay, it's not about how much it costs. It's just about really the value of what it's going to mean to the member. Now, if we scroll down, the last things we're going to look at on Toastmasters, and then we're going to go straight to Facebook to see how you recognize your members and what can we do to make sure everyone feels supported, they felt appreciated and valued. The member certificates, let's go up just a little bit. Were those just the club? Okay, those are the speech, and let's go up one more. Club charter membership certificates. When your members join Toastmasters, they can get a membership certificate, a membership induction ceremony. Isn't that nice to say, welcome new members, here's a certificate for you? Because some people join clubs and they love it so much, they're going to frame that. They're going to put it up. They're proud to be part of your club, and you're so excited to have them as a member. Now, is there anything different that you all said, hey, I'm thinking about this now? Or what would I like to do to spotlight our members before we move on? And thank you so much for sharing. Lena, we could turn it off. In the chat, do you want to put or come off mute and say, how do you spotlight? How do you highlight your members? And there's also member spotlights. Do you spotlight a member at a meeting or at once a quarter? Thanks for liking the member certificate. Spotlighting the president also encourages others to serve as a club president. Absolutely. We spotlight via WhatsApp group. Fantastic. That's so great. You get the word out. Okay, now we're going to look at how are some ways that people spotlight their members. Do your clubs have Facebook or other social media? You want to put that in the chat, or you can just raise your hand. Does your club have Facebook or social media? Do they let people know from WhatsApp on out? Yes, Facebook and Instagram. Fantastic. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Nari. Yes. So I'm going to share some things that I've seen on Facebook. Some are going to be from District 100. Some's going to be from the upcoming District 202, currently District 33. I'll close these, and I'm going to share my screen now. And here's some things for you to consider as you look at spotlighting your members. Screen 2, share. Let's look at this. For spotlighting your members, want to consider possibly giving, look at this, taking pictures in front of your banner, giving them the ribbons. Do you all post these pictures, put them together and highlight it on social media? Do you highlight it at your company so that everyone knows not only is the company paying for you, but they're getting their money's worth because they're participating and they're speaking? It's branded, it's the people, and look how happy they are to receive. This is one from Toastmasters, Hill Capital Toastmasters. This is an India club. This particular Toastmasters group, they had a special meeting. I love that. We were talking about cake earlier. They have cake with their club on it. But then look at this picture. They have their members, they have their banners all nice and branded. But look at what they're giving to their members, because this is one of their year-end meetings. Look at everything that they're doing. They're giving out those beautiful star awards, the gold ones, the crystal ones. Look at the Mike Awards. Isn't that nice? And then look at level 1 achievement and pathways, level 2 achievement, level 3, level 4. They're recognizing and acknowledging their members. And those are branded coming from Toastmasters International. Are these some things you would think about doing for your members? Let's look at this. A certificate. This didn't cost anything. There are no extra dues that have to be done. This just takes someone with a creative mind and possibly a little AI help. Here, congratulations on completing Presentation Mastery Level 1. Well done. Isn't that wonderful? Did it cost anything? Is it spotlighting your member? Yes. And you can decide where you would like to put this. You don't have to put everything on social media. This could just be shown in your club meeting. The Sergeant at Arms, if you're online, the Sergeant at Arms can show this before your meeting ends. If you're in person, the Sergeant at Arms could show this flyer and have this posted up someplace. So when members come in, this is something that's done. Or the Vice President of Education can take a moment and spotlight this member during the meeting. What are you all's thoughts about some of the things that you've seen here? There are awards that you've seen and you know where to get them, Toastmasters International. There are certificates totally free. Then there's some branded certificates that are inexpensive to highlight your members. Let's look at this next section. Here, we have a club. A club is saying they are Smedley distinguished. They took a picture of this club. They're so happy, and they're letting everybody know they're Smedley distinguished. So now we're moving a little bit from the member now to the club. How are you letting the world know the extraordinary things that your club is doing? Do you all post anything about your club on social media? Do you let people know how amazing your club is? Maybe you want to join? Because I think it's everybody's business to help membership grow. Don't you want a few more members in your club? That can make your meeting more exciting. And you never know who could join that can help get you to your next. Because I do believe that we learn and grow every time we have a meeting, every time we hear someone speak. It could be speaking directly to us. Let's look at the next one. Clubs, the district can show, the areas can show, the divisions can show. These are our clubs, and these are our clubs that are distinguished. Wow. In District 41, this is how they're showing which clubs are distinguished. Isn't that great? They show special awards on this side. This is just, again, a digital flyer. Didn't even cost anything. This is some way that we can celebrate our clubs. If we have any area directors, division directors, or higher on the call, what are you going to do to celebrate your clubs in your areas? What are you going to do to celebrate your clubs in your division? What are you going to do as program quality, club growth, district directors? What are you going to do to celebrate your district and all your members' achievements? Let's see if we can get them on your district Facebook page, on your district social media page, possibly on your district website. Isn't that great too? Toastmasters International has a host of tools that we could use to show and support our district, show and support our members. If you're area directors, then area directors. For district officers, there could be area director pins. For district officers, there's district officer pins that will come from the district. You'll get those. Let's look at, let's see if there's one more. Oh, that was District 202. And that's going to be the upcoming district that was sharing for this one with Presentation Mastery Level 1. Isn't that wonderful? So this is going to be the new upcoming district website for the upcoming website, the upcoming district that 100 is going into. Isn't this great the way we can go look and see what's out there? Is there something that some other club is doing to celebrate their members that we could do a little bit better with? Now I'm going to stop sharing because I want to hear from you all now. So I would like you to tell us what's some way that now, since if you haven't started something, what's something that you're going to start doing to celebrate your members? And then in the chat, or just raise your hand and let me know, do we have any area directors here? Do we have any division directors? Anetta, Mary. Okay, Michael, yay. Please come off mute and tell me, are you area? Are you division? Are you trio?
Michael is an area director. He is going to repeat area directorship. He's a fabulous young man, and I just met him because I am in Founders District and I'm going to inherit District 100's Division S, which is going to be Founders District Division G is in George. And that means that I am the new director, division director for Division G. And Michael Solis is a repeat area director. Michael, tell them how good you are.
Oh, stop, Mary. Checks in the mail. Well, what I try to do, folks, is I try to learn from my mistakes, and I try to I guess mentor or follow other examples I've seen. Success leaves paths. So if you follow someone and you like the way they talk, you like the way they do the presentation, you like the way they dress, you're gonna follow that, and then you're gonna bring it on. And then what they're gonna do is your staff or your members are gonna see that, and then guess what? Not only are we contributing to humanity, but we're also contributing to our club, our reputation. When we go to the gas station, we're Toastmasters. When we eat, we're Toastmasters, and we have to represent. And there's something about a Toastmaster that people see, that aura. They want to say, who is this guy? What? Hi, excuse me. Oh, I'm Toastmasters on this, that, and I'm not as super as Mary says I am, but hey, I'm a Toastmasters. But it's just I wanted to talk about you need to be approachable. You can have all these titles, you can wear all these nice clothes, all this good stuff, but not be approachable. Who's going to want to be a member of that? Who's going to want to tap you on the shoulder and say, "Hey, how can I be an area director? How can I be a president? How can I be part of Toastmasters?" When you're not yourself as a leader, you're not approachable. And I think that has a lot to do with everything. A people person, being a people person will take you a long way. It'll take you beyond, because we all have fans. Believe it or not, we all have fans. Whether they come to you and say, "I like the way you do this," or "I like the way you say that," or "I like this, I like that," they don't. They won't, because as a I guess as we were conditioned, we're not conditioned to give compliments. We're not conditioned to do this, that. When we give a compliment, we're not even a conscious receiver. "I like your sweater. I like your sweater too." Wait. You could have said, "I like my sweater" first before I saw you like an hour ago. But why did you have to just take the compliment and run with it? And you have to be approachable, guys. You have to let them know that I'm Toastmasters and I'm open. Every time when I say I give an opening statement for when I visit my club offices, even I was Sergeant of Arms for Toastmasters at Fullerton Free, and I'm also VP of President, a VP of Membership, and I got nominated, for president. So rumor has it I won. But anyway, it's just a matter of presenting yourself. You don't have to give them all your goals. You have to give them everything, because you want to be a little mysterious too. Like I have a lot of ideas. Ever since I got nominated for presidency, I have all these ideas. We have the not to do, but now, let me be who I am. Let's have fun. Let's just do it. Let's communicate. When dudes go
Awesome, Michael.
so yeah, I don't know if that answered anything, but right.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. You shared a lot. So thank you. And we
Thank
wish
you,
you
Red Card.
much success as future president and as returning area director. So fantastic. I did see Malcolm. I saw your hand up. Malcolm, please let us know what you would like to share.
Thank you. So I really like your question, Sharla, and it made me think. Recognize our members outside of our Toastmasters bubble. And here's what I mean. Since COVID, I travel the world virtually, and I have a sense of what's going on in clubs in different cultures. And what I notice is that many moments, however, what we do is we limit ourselves and confine ourselves within our Toastmasters world. So the opportunity I see for our club, and maybe it's a good idea that you might want to take on, is to translate the, let's call them the jargon of Toastmasters, and celebrate members' achievement so someone outside of our Toastmaster bubble can understand the recognition. And that not only celebrates the members, but it also might help with a global challenge, which is membership acquisition and membership retention. So thank you for inspiring me.
Malcolm, this is so wonderful. This is one of the things that I love, that when we think about our wonderful worldwide organization, we have people all over the world. So everyone is going to think a little bit differently. So when we all have one thing to think about, it's going to be they're going to come at it at so many different angles. I love the fact that even with Pathways, when you achieve a level, Pathways has that where you can send a note to a manager, let somebody outside of our organization, but inside of theirs possibly know what are they achieving. I love that, the program, the VP, Vice President of Public Relations, could share your information with the news station. I mean, look at how what you're doing can translate there. Look at how what we're doing in Toastmasters can affect different things. And also look at how wonderful Toastmasters are doing incredible things. When we spot like that, we see what they're doing in the world. So sometimes that recognition of the member isn't just what they're doing inside of Toastmasters, it's recognizing them and how Toastmasters has enabled them to make a positive change in the world. Wow, you're speaking at what conference? Wow, you use this to. I spoke with a woman at District 56 is about to get its 16th club this year. And we were out at the YMCA, and there's a woman that worked at the Sheriff's County Department. She has to communicate. Her job is to call 700 seniors just to make sure they're okay. Can Toastmasters help her speak? And isn't she making a difference? Some of these people have not spoken to anybody that week. Wow, look at what she's doing. It's not known, it's not shouted out from the rooftop, but is it important? Is it valuable? Yes, I think she definitely deserves to be recognized for. Look at how Toastmasters can impact the lives of others in every day, but make a difference. So thank you for sharing, Malcolm. You're welcome. And now when we're looking at, so we have a division director and we have some area directors. Let's speak with the area directors first. Area directors, what are you going to do to highlight, to celebrate, and to acknowledge your clubs? Typically, you have 4 to 5 clubs that you're going to go to visit. Each area director will go a minimum of 2 times to do their area director report. How will you recognize, acknowledge, possibly celebrate the club that you're visiting? Annetta, do you have any? Oh, okay. I saw Marjorie and I saw Michael, but I did say Annetta first. So Annetta.
Thank you, Sharla. This year as an area director, my experience was like no other. One of my clubs achieved Smedley this year, and I was just elated because both of my area director visits were of that caliber. So I did not think it's strange when they met and achieved that goal. The one thing that I appreciated, and I'm saying this, and I'm going to answer your question in just a second, but was how I was appreciated as their area director at both of their meetings. I spoke at both of those meetings. They prepared and celebrated me, and they recognized me as not just a guest speaker, but a featured speaker and a keynote. And that just blowed me away. The way they celebrate in their club, their members, their club achievements, the member achievements, whether it's pathways, education, or within their organization. Let me say this, Living Spaces is a corporate club. So discipline and showing up, high speed excellence, it's a no-brainer for them. And just like Mary, you had in there earlier, when people show up and take their roles seriously and they communicate effectively, this is what happens. Lena is the best at PR, and she celebrates all clubs and members' achievements and anniversaries, those little things that matter. And she does it virtually for us, making it easy as an area director. Just take what Lena puts out there for us and share that on my personal. And it was an honor to do that. I think Stephanie is still here. Yes, she is. And I just wanted to say, you made it easy for me to be your area director when you needed help with assistance in how to train your officers. You asked, district responded, and then 7 out of 7 is what they achieved. So the ask, the discipline, your values, and keeping that Toastmaster promise helps you keep the club promise, and therefore it rolls upward. So when you take care of members, recognize members, everyone wins. Thank you, Sharla.
Oh, that was just fantastic, fantastic. It's so great when we get these superstar clubs and everything is just going right, right, right. And it's wonderful when they start off this way and this is their level excellence. That's fantastic. I would like to ask the area directors, division directors, what do you do to celebrate a club that is a little bit challenging? So they do have low membership. They haven't achieved anything. You're an area director. You're going to that club. How do you go about celebrating, acknowledging them? Marjorie!
As area director, like Pamela put in chat, I always check the dashboard before I visit the club. And if it's a low member club, I also check the dashboard back, usually 5 years and longer. I recognize how long the club has been in existence. I recognize prior accomplishments. And if they're challenged, I encourage them to keep stepping up, keep moving, because they've been in existence several years, whatever it is. So I check the dashboard before I go.
I love that. Thank you, thank you, thank. That's an all-star move. Always check the dashboard before you go. Toastmasters International updates the dashboard every 24 hours. So something could have changed before you make your visit. And isn't it nice that you know that I just see that Ellen got her level 2 at your club. I see she's on there for educational. Wow, they're going to be like, you're paying attention to us? Yes, because you're valuable. And thank you just for still being a part of the district. Thank you for meeting today. Thank you for allowing me to come. Isn't that wonderful? Yay! Hi, Nari. I see your hand is up.
Yeah, I know we're coming to the end of the meeting and I really wanted to share something. So, the places you'll go. My favorite book in the world. It says, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know, and you are the guy who'll decide where to go.
I love it. I love it. And in Pathway and with Toastmasters, along with Pathways, you do get a chance to decide where you're going to go. Are you going to be a member and then step into leadership in your club? Are you going to open that door and take that step outside to the district? Are you going to go be an area director, division director? Are you going to go for the trio positions? Are you going to possibly look at another district, because we have virtual things now. We have hybrid meetings. We could join another club in another country. That's just fantastic. So what I would like to ask Katie, what are you going to do this year in your upcoming role? to show acknowledgement, recognition. Yay, Katie.
In my upcoming role, I have several because I toast around and I'm in a lot of clubs. I am being encouraged to take on a secretary position in a very prosperous club. Their education is the only thing that kept them from Smedley this year. I'm not going to say the name of the club because that's not fair. But the truth is, I was given an idea from Queen Mary Berg, which she picked up from another Smedley club, of taking the snapshot from the District 100 dashboard that shows your levels, your education completion, everything. I will be producing a regular minutes newsletter. And on that one page of that newsletter, I will be including that every episode. So it's not a matter of out of sight, out of mind. And in another club, I will be VPPR. And I have developed a pattern. Everyone who knows me knows I appear at city council meetings. In my own personal city, I know the rules inside and out. You get 3 minutes non-agendized time to speak on any topic. So we were desperate to get attendance at an open house recently. That night, I went to 2 city council meetings. They both started at the same time on a Tuesday night. Our club is in Costa Mesa. I went to the Costa Mesa City Council meeting, which was unique. I'd never been there. I had to go through a metal detector, and their system was different than the one I'm used to. Went there, spoke, gave a little pitch, told them that we have this thing we do called table topics. And when someone says the word of the day, you do like a little drum roll, and it's like a game show. And these city council members who did not know me were grinning, and they were intrigued. I went directly from there to my Fountain Valley one, did the same speech there. The city council members have mixed feelings about me. I call out the bad actions, not calling out the bad actors, but they all take it personally, and some of them are terrified to see me go up to the lectern. But I was the cheerful, friendly Toastmaster lady that night. Little did I expect. We had 3 people show up at our open house, and we actually had 4. One was a recurring guest. 3 of them came from having heard me speak at the Fountain Valley City Council meeting. I would never have guessed that. And we wound up with the necessary 3 additional members joining our club in time to make us distinguished. That's in Founders District. Speak, lead, succeed. So think outside the box. Think outside the box. Talk with people who think outside the box. I can teach all of you. This is First Amendment, United States of America. Any club in this area, you have cities, you can go give a free pitch on camera that's recorded, that's replayed by people. So you get a free ad for Toastmasters for your specific club. I'm going to be doing this all year. And all the clubs I'm in, especially the Zoom clubs, I'm going to be giving pitches for them. So if nothing else, we're going to get some people showing up and knowing what Toastmasters can do. So that's my thought.
I mean, come on. When I talk about recognition on a whole nother level, recognizing some clubs in city council, wow, that is thinking outside of the box for real. Okay, who's showing up at their next assembly saying, I'm going to speak about Toastmasters, but you've encouraged us. That's a thought. Wonderful, Katie. Fantastic. Now, if anyone wanted to know quickly where she was talking about the daily reports, where you can see all of these wonderful achievements that everyone in the world has access to, you can go, and I see Mary showing the printout. You can go to Toastmasters International, and I'm going to put it in the chat. And here it is here. We're going to share it on the screen. This is just going to let you know what we see. These are ways that you could recognize for area directors. You know what's going on at the club that you're coming in. Division directors, you can recognize your area directors by seeing and having a checklist that they all see at the beginning of the year. Here are the things I would like you to do. And when you do those, you get a check. And possibly once a quarter, depending on how many area directors you have. Some area director can be spotlighted, but you do want to work it out where you can spotlight all of them, but you can highlight what have they done. You completed your area director reports. Check, check. You had your area council meetings. Check, check. You are the area director that we're going to spotlight for this quarter. Fantastic. Way to go. Yay. And so area directors spotlighting your clubs. You want to know where you want to go before you go? Here it is. I speak a little fast, so I'll slow that down. Do you want to know where you go before you go? Here it is. I'm going to share my screen. And let's look at it. Toastmasters International. And I pulled this up from the dashboard, from I love the dashboard. And for the dashboard, you just look at daily reports, you click on it. And I put this link here. I put in District 100. You can put in your district too. Here, you can see all the reports that are open to everybody in the world. You can see educational achievements. Here it is right here. You can see Triple Crowns. Let's go to educational achievements. Let's see what that looks like. What does it look like, Sharla? And you can export this from Excel. I'm going to move this over in case there's a little spot there. You can export this into Excel and then you can sort it by club. Right now, you see there's the Anaheim Club. Who's part of District 100? And you want to find out, you want to spotlight your clubs. Just come off mute, tell me the name of your club, and let's go look at it.
Pasadena Arts, Culture, Science, History, PAX.
Okay, let's see.
District 100.
Is it called Pasadena Club?
No.
Okay.
And I don't remember what area it is.
That's okay. We're going to sort it alphabetically. Now, okay. All right, so let's go down to the P. Now, I could do fine. I know.
It's area A2, District 100, area A2, PAX.
Okay. Well, I did it. I sorted this alphabetically, so I'm just going to scroll down real quick because I'm still scrolling. Okay, and let's see, Pasadena Arts, Culture, History, and Science Toastmasters. That's what you said, correct?
Yes.
Wonderful. Let's look at this. Wow, you have so many. Now, typically, I would zoom in so you all can see this, but I have to actually zoom out because you have so many. So when we're looking here, let's highlight these so everyone else can see, and let's keep going down. Wow, look at all the educational awards that your people have. We see Katie. Katie has a what is this one? This one is Visionary Communication Level 3. Katie has Visual Communications Level 4. Joni has what? Presentation Mastery Level 5. Katie has Presentation Mastery Level 3. Joni has Visual Communications Level 2. And Katie, Persuasive Influence Level 2. Yay! Look at everyone in the club and you can see Engaging Humor Level 2. You can see what every member does and when they're doing it. So you can see, and you can pull this out in Excel so you can have a lovely sheet. So you can be prepared to any place, any club you're going to go, you can find out what's going on with that club and celebrate the members there. So not only are you coming, you're coming and you're going to toast them. Isn't that nice? Now, for everyone else on here, if you're a member, you can see your name here. You can see everyone in your club that did something. So when we look at all of these wonderful clubs, you can see all the members that have participated. Now, if you want to see something else and you want to see, okay, let's go back to the top again. Let's see how many members have done Triple Crowns. Let's look at that. Let's look at the Triple Crown Awards. That means you completed 3 paths. Wow, talk about high achievers. Let's look if we have some. Is this the name of our district director in District 100? 10. She's done 10 levels. Isn't that fantastic? Look at the name of anyone here. Is there anyone here that wants to see your name? So we can highlight and celebrate and acknowledge you for your Triple Crown and your engagement. Who here would like, Katie, you've done 5. Wow. I'm sorry, 7. Fantastic. I was too short. Who else is on this list that would like to find out? And we can show your name of how many levels you completed. Do we have any other Triple Crown people on here? Now I need to see, you actually would have to say it because your name is, I see you all on a different screen now. Is there anyone that would like to look at themselves? Find themselves on here? Well, this is the spot that you can go and you can see you and anyone else. It's from the same link. You put your district down and then we can see educational achievements and Triple Crown achievements. There's other things that we can see too, but here are some of the top 2. Okay.
If you want to see Mary Berg in
All
Founders,
right.
if you want to see Mary Berg in Founders District, Triple Crown Awards in Founders District.
Okay, and this Founders District number here, it's F.
F.
Are you F?
I am F as in Frank, as in Founders. And
okay.
If you look in Triple Crown.
Mary Berg, 21. Did everyone see this? This is just from this year.
Yes, this is from this year.
This just deserves this by itself. Okay.
Wow.
That is fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, it is 12 o'clock and we value your time, so we always want to be on top. But 21. Oh my goodness, fantastic. Now I'm going to stop sharing right now, but I would like to say thank you all for participating and coming to our learning lab. I hope everyone left with something that they can implement, whether it's for your members, for your club officers, for your clubs, for your areas, and for your divisions. Okay. So thank you all on behalf of our phenomenal program quality director, Yamanga De Silva. Thank you all for joining us today. Pamela McCown, thank you for being our final speaker for our learning lab. I hope everyone here can acknowledge, recognize, and support our fellow Toastmasters. Have a wonderful year, everyone. Finish strong. Anetta, thank you for being on so many learning labs. Lena, thank you for being an amazing public relations manager and just supporting everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jody, good to see you. Nari, thank you so much for joining today. Mary Bird, thank you for adding. Michael, successful area director here. Katie, success in everything that you do. There's so many. Wow. Thank you all. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Vicki, for being on. Nicole, thank you for being here from District 56. Thank you for coming, Joseph, Ling, Ha, Terrence. Thank you for supporting Pam in District 56. Elizabeth, Gloria, Michael. Michael, I see, says several. And then Van, thank you so much for coming. Malcolm, thank you for being on the call. Thank you all. And then E.T., Elos, thank you for always being on our calls. We appreciate you all. Have a lovely day. Thank you. And that a beautiful smile. All right. Hope to see you all soon. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.